Peace and blessings to all of you guys. Thank you guys for subscribing to my channel. Thank you guys for all the love and support as I'm in the inception, literally, of my YouTube channel as I start this YouTube journey. Just want to tell you guys thank you all for subscribing and also viewing my video. Today I want to talk about a low-risk, high-reward trade potential for the Chicago Bulls. We know the Bulls are currently dealing with a big man shortage, and we may have potentially found our savior and a viable option in Alfonso McKinney. But it's also a young and emerging lottery pick that has currently been in trade talks, who's young, he's only 21 years old, and he has, in my royal perspective, his issues are not necessarily physical. It's primarily skill-based and also primarily cognitive or cerebral. Today I want to talk about a potential trade by the name of Jalen Smith. Now, Jalen Smith was drafted by the Phoenix Suns in 2020 with the 10th overall pick. The Maryland Terrapin is a 6'10", 215-pound center. Now, he's very small in frame, but Jalen is a really great rebounder and shot blocker. And when you think about Nikola Vucevic's imperfections in a sense, right, his inadequacies, Vuce not necessarily an athletic big, but he's very skilled. Not necessarily known for his shot blocking. And I think that Jalen, he has the potential to be that perfect storm to actually offset some of Vuce's, imperfections, some of his weaknesses, right? Let's take a look at Jalen Smith. The Phoenix Suns did not pick up Jalen's third-year option. Now, Jalen was supposed to make about $4.6 million on his third year of his contract. Now, this particular decline is actually unprecedented if you think about it. This hasn't really taken place since 2009 when the Milwaukee Bucks did not pick up the third-year option of the former West Virginia standout, Joe Alexander. Now, at the time Jalen Smith was actually drafted, the Phoenix Suns had already drafted, DeAndre Ayton as the number 1 overall pick in 2018. But at the time, DeAndre Ayton didn't really look like he was going to be or even live up to that number 1 overall pick. But now if you fast forward, now DeAndre Ayton is obviously an integral part of what the Phoenix Suns are trying to build, especially for the future and for the now. Now, what about Jalen Smith? Well, Jalen Smith is, as I said before, is an athletic big. He's only 21 years old. And as I said before, a lot of his imperfections and flaws are just come with game experience. Now, this season alone, in only 7 appearances, he's only averaged about 7 minutes per game. He's only averaging about 3 points per game and only 3 rebounds a game. I know what you're saying, like that's crazy, but if you think about per game averages and as far as minutes, if you even give this young man, that's roughly 10 points, 9 rebounds. Think about that. This man can give you that productivity if he needs the experience. And that's what he needs. He needs some time and experience. Why not allow this man the opportunity? Now, we've had the opportunity now to actually get a bigger sample size of Jalen's potential and what he could potentially be, right? If you really think about it, he's getting these options because of DeAndre Ayton being in safety protocols. And in 4 games, this guy's averaging 16 points per game and 10 rebounds per game. Think about that. That's with more time. So at this moment in time, he doesn't obviously fit the Phoenix Suns' track record and what they're trying to become. But given this man's potential, not to mention that last night against the Charlotte Hornets, Jalen averaged 19 points, 12 rebounds, and 2 blocks. Now, I know that this may seem egregious, but think about this young man's capability in Billy Donovan's system. Billy Donovan's system is predicated upon defense and also fast-paced offense. Think about that. A young, athletic, running big, Lonzo Ball, lobs. This young man could potentially be one of those, high reward and low risk, right? I mean, his right now, Jalen's trade value is really, really low right now. So why not take advantage of why his stock is low, but it's rising? I mean, with every game he's been, and with every performance, every output, this young man has been raising the bar, and what this young man could potentially be, granted the opportunity to be on the court. So what the Chicago Bulls need is size. Size. So this young man could potentially be one of those low risk, high rewards type of acquisitions. If granted the system that this young man can thrive in, a running offense, a defensive minded system, this young man could really be a integral part of the future. When you think about a 6'10" athletic rebounding big, and a lot of the gripes was, well, Vooch, he's not athletic enough. Well, this young man can actually offset some of those inadequacies, as I said before. You tell me, you guys think about this particular pick. I mean, this man is really averaging only 3 points with limited minutes, right? 7 minutes per game. If he can come in there and just give us 14 minutes per game, and a consistent 14 minutes per game, and being that bigger body that the Bulls need, this could particularly be a potential steal. Now, I know fans have been saying, hey, trade for Miles Turner. Now, Jalen does not shoot the ball like Miles, but he has that athletic, blocking, rebounding potential that Miles is displaying now. Why not give this young man that opportunity? I believe from my royal perspective, the Bulls front office should really consider Jalen Smith and his potential. A 21-year-old athletic, running, big, in a modern day with a point guard who loves to throw the ball up for lobs in Lonzo Ball. Just giving defenses a different dynamic at the center position. And he's a former lottery pick. And I think that he has the potential to actually become an effective floor spacer, granted time. And if you also watch this game, Chris Paul was also coaching him through, this is how you run this pick and roll. This is where you need to be on the court during this particular time in offensive, possession. When you think about the leadership of DeMar DeRozan, his impact on the Chicago Bulls currently, you think about Lonzo Ball's high IQ. You just think about this young man's having the opportunity to display this. This young man can be a potential steal, granted the opportunity to be on the floor. Again, this is your boy Aurora Perspective. And I believe the Chicago Bulls should consider the acquisition of Jalen Smith. Guys, I'm on Twitter. Please follow me on Twitter. Hit the like button, subscribe to this channel. It would do a lot for the development and growth of this platform if you guys hit that like button and subscribe. Stay blessed. Peace. One love.